Money Moves with Mem 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So today we got yet another video of a guy who is explaining why he thinks that most modern day married men are miserable. So before we get in the video, make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel and let's hop straight into the content.
It's good. It's Skano. You know what I done figured out? It's two type of married men. You have the dudes who are, I would say, have status, wealth, and you have regular dudes. And they're two different categories, not just because of the economic aspect of it, but the power dynamics. The average dude is miserable in his relationship. That's what I really believe. Don't let these niggas fool you. Y'all niggas miserable, man. You know what I done figured out? And this is why I say it's two types of married men. If you have the bag, some status, wealth, she gonna fall in line. She gonna follow your protocol. You know. Or at least, initially. All bets are off. If she decide to file for a divorce, you screwed. That's why it's not smart for a man that you've been alone for X amount of time and you work your way up, build yourself up, and then she come along. I couldn't trust it. I need some Savannah type shit, but anyway.
So, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with this dude? Do you guys think that most modern men are miserable in their marriages? Let me know. Hit the comments. Um, first and foremost, um, something coming from a guy who's not married, you know, which I feel today, like, you don't like marriage is like a supposed to be above a relationship, meaning that the man should have full control of the relationship. Um, Not saying that the wife can't voice her opinions and be free and do what she want to do, but look who's talking though, because myself, I'm a married man, you know, and being married, just like any other relationship, is difficult, but it's doable. But at the same time, you know, it's it's somehow worth it to me, you know, for certain types attributes that women bring to a man who's heading in the right direction, So that's just how I feel on that topic. But let's keep it moving.
As far as so if you have wealth status, she will fall in line. Not to say they not divorcing rich men too, but if you a regular dude, the average dude, she's running that shit. That's what I've noticed. I see men that are in the grocery store or, just out and about, walking behind, trailing behind their women, pushing the kid, pushing the baby carriage or carrying the bags, just looking defeated, man, and I figured it out, man. The average dude that's married or in a real relationship, y'all have been emotionally castrated.
You want to know something? Like most of the dudes he's talking about, who's pushing babies in the store or walking behind their girlfriend, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, those dudes are not married. You know, those dudes are probably not married. Those children are probably not theirs. You know, um, if you guys get it, I'm not knocking marriage, but we all know, like he said, I do agree with that. You know, you build yourself up and you're a man, and then you acquire things, and then the way the court system is set up, if you go through a divorce, then you're gonna end up losing half of what you got, depending on what state you in. So you have to ask yourself this question: is this woman the bearer of my children? You know, like me, myself, I got 3 kids, you know. So when it comes to my relationship, and if my wife decides to divorce me, why would I get headstrong if I'm worth $39 million a year playing for the NBA, and she wants to get, you know, a house, yacht, couple cars, you know, because she, you know, because this is like just like my mom, you know, she's just like my mom, meaning that she has my seeds. You know, you see a lot of these dudes like this dude right here, like you worrying about the wrong thing, and the whole time he probably wish he could find a chick to marry, but he ain't found her yet. You know, and you don't even have to get married. He just wish he had a lifetime partner, somebody to be his friend, somebody to ease him. You know, but he ain't found it yet, and this is why he's coming at married men. You know, for my experience, all the married dudes, you know, they're content. You know, it doesn't mean that, you know, we're not gonna have fun. We're not gonna go to work, you know what I'm saying? Hang out like me. I go to work, I do what I wanna do, you know, I run my relationship, and I'm not no beta male, you know. So it's crazy. But let's keep it moving though.
If you are in love with a woman, yeah, she has emotionally castrated you. Y'all be so afraid to go against her, you know what I'm saying? If she get upset. If I, it's a co-worker told me, we get the
You see, that's the thing about it. If you're married to somebody, you're not gonna be scared to tell them like how you feel. You're not gonna be walking on eggshells. Like if I feel you getting fat, I'm gonna say you getting fat, you know, or whatever. I don't know what type of dudes he's talking about, you know, but it's rubbing me a little the wrong way, you know. I'm thinking that putting up a picture of himself, but let's keep it moving.
talking about cars. This dude says, yeah, man, that's nice. I was gonna cop one of them, but you know, old girl and she ain't, she ain't having it. What? Like, nigga, grow a pair, man. Like, what is that? You know, and I understand why I'm single now, man. I ain't having it. And it's not an ego thing. It's not a control thing. It's a having a pair thing. You know, don't be afraid for your lady to be upset with you. You niggas is so soft now, man. She cop a attitude or she, you know, y'all get shook. You know, that happy wife, happy life shit. That means you are miserable. That's what that means. Translation. Y'all ever used to wonder what the hell that even mean? Happy wife, happy life. Like what? What is that? It means
I actually do not believe in that. You know, I believe in, you know, usually, you know, the husband is the more masculine person inside the relationship, and if you guys are staying in the same household, that man needs to be happy, you know, because, you know, period.
whatever she wants, she get. And if she don't get it, you know what that means. You know, you getting a cold shoulder, you ain't getting no cooch.
If the thing about it is, if you marry somebody and your wife gives you the cold shoulder, why would you even be married to her? You know, like he's not making no sense. But I'm pretty sure there is some dudes out there who let their wives get them the cold shoulder and stuff like that. You know, it's just, I think that those be the guys who just get into a relationship and just marry a chick for no reason without getting to know if she will fit for the job description that she's signing, this lifetime job description she's signing herself up for, you know. But that's just me though. But let's keep it moving.
you know. And she got you by the grow a pair, man. You know. But y'all niggas miserable. Y'all know y'all miserable.
That's not true.
You know, the anxiety.
A lot of times, like if a guy's married a chick, you got kids with her, and y'all got married, had kids and stuff like that. He's not miserable. He's thinking about his children. You know, he's not miserable. He's thinking about them kids. You know, and if you're a stepdaddy thinking about somebody else's kids, I feel bad for you. And if you're marrying into a relationship with a woman who already has children, I feel bad for you. But I feel that it's okay if when I met my wife, I didn't have nothing. She didn't really have nothing. And just so happened I end up to get $1 million. But I'm married. And I didn't have nothing when I met her. So why not give her half if she decides to leave? And then when you pay child support, there's just a little extra to make sure the kids are straight. you know but that's just how I feel though about that. But let's keep it moving.
Because every time, all y'all do is worry about whether she being faithful or not. You know, don't lie. You spend most of your time wondering about, things like that.
Lies.
Is she cheating on me? You know, is it worth the anxiety, man? Is it? I'm staying single. I would never be in another relationship.
You see, he don't understand that we're living in 2025, and some people have open um relationship marriages and stuff like that. you know and like I just feel like men should have a pair of balls. If you're a man, you're a man. You're not gonna go for whatever, like he said. But at the same time, like he don't know nothing what he talking about. And this is the reason why he ain't got no wife right now. Which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that you're not married. It's not a bad thing that you ain't found a chick yet. But just stop being on the outside, you know, shaking us the simps up, talking about they scared of their wives and stuff like that. Because most of the men that I know, with careers and stuff like that, who got wives, everything's all good, bro. You know, and we still be on the job, looking at chicks, just like we're single. You know, or is that just me? But guys, I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video. I hope make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna holler at you guys over and out.